Welcome to a world of mystery and horror shrouded in history. Today, we will travel to the Middle Ages, where fear of secret forces led to horrifying pages of human destiny, the torture and persecution of witches. Let's plunge into times shrouded in the darkness of secrets and uncover the pages of history hidden from the eyes of... Prepare to learn shocking facts that will turn your view of the past upside down. Get into a comfortable position and let's begin our fascinating journey through times we know little about. In the Middle Ages, people lived in constant fear of the unknown. Secret knowledge and mysterious phenomena seemed to them something incredible and dangerous. The Great Plague, unexplained disasters and diseases seemed to be manifestations of dark forces. In many cases, the unknown was associated with witches. Accusations of witchcraft often meant death threats. People were subjected to elaborate torture to reveal the signs of a witch. Such tests included burning with hot objects, scales, drowning with water, and more. Many were caught in cruel games of fate where guilt or innocence was determined at random. Torture became the method of proof, even if the accused was innocent. Pins, stakes, wheels, and other sophisticated instruments were used to reveal witches' marks. In this world of fear and uncertainty, people suffered from the brutality of a system that condemned and destroyed even those who did not possess magic. A terrible fear of the unknown led to terrible witch hunts. Any deviation from accepted norms of behavior or appearance could easily arouse suspicion. People with physical or psychological peculiarities, as well as those with knowledge of herbs, medicines, or skillful handling of animals, especially if they had no family, risked being labelled as having magical powers. In those dreadful times, medieval townspeople did not hesitate to send such women to terrible tortures and unjust trials. Inquisitors and judges organised trials to identify witches. One such method was the water trial. The accused was tied up and thrown into the water. If she drowned and died, she was presumed innocent. However, even those who survived died from the torture. The next method of detecting witch trails was by burning objects. The accused were burned with red-hot objects to make the witch marks on their bodies visible. Scales and hangers were used to determine the weight of the soul. The accused were subjected to these methods in an attempt to reveal the presence of a witch's essence. The iron crucible was another device that embodied gruesome horror. The victim would be placed inside and lifted up, sharp spikes piercing their body, agonizingly increasing the pain. Executioners often used the stake, an instrument of slow and agonizing death. The stake could be used to execute a defendant whose agony lasted for hours. Another method was the torture wheel. The accused were tied to the wheel, on which they were beaten with sticks or tortured by rotation, with bones and body breaking in terrible agony. A terrible instrument of torture was fire. Women were burned with burning coals, raped with sharp objects, or forced to press against red-hot metal surfaces. These methods of torture are only a small part of the terrible witch hunts of the Middle Ages. Accusations of witchcraft led to death and destruction. But even in the darkness of that era, there were stories of resistance. People stood up for the innocent, confronted fear and violence. This journey is a reminder of the value of knowledge, justice, and tolerance. A chapter of medieval horrors must be left in the past, but the lessons will help create a brighter future.